Hello, hello beautiful business-minded people. Ito ba ang dialogue natin? Hindi ko kayang mag-start ng sariling business ko kasi nurse lang ako. O paano ko ba mamamanage ang business ko at ang family ko ng sabay-sabay? O eto kaya, takot akong mag-start ng business, Mami In. Baka mawala ang stable job ko. Now, how many times have we said these words to ourselves? Tinitingnan mo ba ang mga successful business owners at iniisip mo ba na hindi mo kaya dahil may ibang profession ka? But what if I told you that your current skills, kahit na nurse, teacher, or employee ka, can actually be your greatest advantage in starting your own business? So yan ang pag-uusapan natin today. So mga anak, welcome sa ating Facebook Live. And today is Tuesday and we have a new episode about ating Meet My Friend series. And I am so excited to have you all here today. So now, may I ask, ilan po dito ang mga suki na natin? Alam nyo na tinatanong ko to every time. Yung mga suki na nanonood every Tuesday sa ating show, can you please type the number 2 in your chat box? At yun namang mga first-timers, first time ninyo akong nakita, can you please type the number 1 sa chat box so that we will know how many first-timers we have. Okay, so for the number 1s, pagbigyan natin yung mga 1s kasi first time lang nila akong nakita, hindi nila ako kilala. So let me give a short intro, okay? So ako po ay si Mami Negosyo, but like my coaching clients, students, and mentees, you can call me Mami N for short. And together with my husband, I'm a retired business owner of many businesses. Among them, we were franchisees of Chowking kasi maraming nagtatanong, ano bang negosyo mo talaga, Mami N? Dati po, for 18 long years, franchisee po kami ng Chowking, tapos licensee po kami ng STI College, yung computer school, dati sa Zamboanga City for 28 years. So, meron din po kaming mga computer repair shops, mga pension houses, at jewelry stores. At ngayong retired na kami, naipasa na po namin yung mga businesses namin sa aming mga anak. Yung iba pinagpatuloy nila, yung iba hininto na po nila. At ang ginawa po naming mag-asawa, especially me, nag-focus na po ako sa pagiging author, online business mentor, a coach, a speaker, a course, and content creator. Kasi ang mission ko po is to help and guide Filipino business owners to grow their businesses more easily and para mas madali, para faster for them. Kaya po, meron tayong mga free videos at mga programs na tulad nito. And what makes me happy is sharing with you lahat po itong mga lessons na natutunan ko sa aking 40 plus years as a businesswoman. Araw-araw po, ang dami ko pa rin natututunan and I would really love to share them with you para hindi nyo napagdaanan yung mga pain, mga tears at saka hardships na pinagdaanan ko. So, if you want to be the first people to access these lessons, I invite you to subscribe sa ating free newsletter and starter kit, allowing us to continue to learn from each other. So, mag-sign up po tayo sa maminegosyo.com kasi marami pong free resources doon. Marami po tayong freebies, maminegosyo.com. So, today, we will be talking about, ang ating title ng ating show is From Nurse to Business Owner, My Journey to Success. Kwento yan ng ating guest. Sa August ng 2017, imagine, August na, in just a few more days, binalikan ko yung email August 2017, I sent an email sa guest natin. Kasi even before the pandemic, nagdadalawang isip na siya if she should focus on her business or ituloy ba niya yung kanyang pagiging nurse. So, isa sa mga unang bumili ng libro ko, yung Grow Your Business Pinoy, and at once, for siguro mga once or twice, nagkausap kami over Zoom. So, and then the next thing I heard, na wala siyang ng maraming taon. Wala na akong balita sa kanya, but next thing I heard was that she has become a very successful entrepreneur. So successful na isinapelikula na ang kanyang buhay. Kaya kung napanood niyo yung movie na Miss Provinciana last year, starring Rian Ramos, it is the story of our guest today. So, mahaba yung kanyang introduction, hindi ko na isa-isahin. Let her talk about her accomplishments. Kaya without further ado, allow me to welcome my amazing friend, Miss Marjorie Aviso, CEO and President of Telework PH and co-founder of Salig AI. Yan, andyan na.
Hello! Magandang hapon sa ating viewers. Grabe, nakaka-excite naman, Mommy N. Thank you so much for having me here.
Ay, so nice to be talking to you again over Zoom after so many years. No?
Yes! Naaalala ko pa rin po. It feels like yesterday nung nag-usap po tayo.
Right, so thank you so much for joining us today, no? Magtatanong ako ng maraming questions, ha? Tapos, we will also get questions from our viewers sa Zoom at saka sa Facebook. Okay naman, ano?
Yes po, by all means. At sana po maraming matutunan ng ating viewers today. Maging sulit ang pag-join nila ngayong hapon na to.
Ay, thank you so much. So, sa ating mga viewers, pag merong dumating na questions sa inyo, pakitype ka agad sa chat box. Huwag nyo nang pabayaan pang makalimutan ninyo yan, ha? Huwag kayong mahihiya dahil babalikan natin ang lahat ng mga questions natin mamaya. So, umpisahan ko na. Miss Marge, let's start with your inspiring journey. So, can you tell us about your early days as a nurse? Even bago pa tayo nagkakilala, no? And what made you decide to start your own business? Kasi nung nag-usap tayo ng 2017, nag-uumpisa ka na ng business di ba?
Yes po. Opo, that's true po, Mami N. So, nung 2008 po ako naging registered nurse. Just like any nurse, I think meron din po tayong mga nurse dito sa mga viewers natin na nakaka-relate po sila na kapag nakatanggap po sila ng balita na pumasa sila, sobrang saya nila na parang di ba? Kasi ganun na ganun po yung naranasan ko noon. And I was told by my parents, just like any nurses out there, na magtrabaho sa ibang bansa. Ako naman po, gusto kong sundin ang mga magulang ko, pero I feel like in my heart, I can do better naman po na hindi ako nag-a-abroad kasi I don't want to be away from my family. So yun po yung naging unang-unang struggle ko po. But then, I still continued. Unfortunately, may isa pong problema. I was pregnant at an early age of 20 years old. So, at that time, I have no choice but to actually tell my parents na buntis po ako. So, I graduated na medyo may bump na. So, syempre, nachichismis tayo. Alam niyo naman po sa College of Nursing. Marami po mga nachichismis on the side. Pero, it was a very long discussion with my parents. Actually, with my mom specifically. Kasi, as someone or these parents have worked hard. My father kasi is an OFW. So, he really, paid for our tuition. He really raised us so hard. Even my mom, she has a sari-sari store while raising us na 4 kaming magkakapatid. So, yung hopes nila into me being a nurse and, hopefully uplifting their lives din naman in return. Kapag nakapagtrabaho na ako abroad, biglang gumuho. So, you can just imagine yung sama ng loob sa akin ng aking nanay at that time. But I had no choice but to really, I guess this is, sabi nga, parang redirection talaga sa akin ni Lord to. Kasi looking back now, parang naintindihan ko na kung bakit nangyari kung bakit nangyari lahat ng to. Kasi if it weren't for me being pushed to become a mom, to actually work hard, siguro hindi ko na-explore yung part ng entrepreneurship. So going back, I tried to apply sa Bulacan Medical Center. And then at that time, I think until now, nakaka-relate pa rin yung mga nurses natin na pinag-volunteer work. So I was working voluntarily for 6 months, walang sweldo, tapos paluwal pa yung allowance, ganyan. And I don't mean it to say na parang negatively. I learned so much from the experience. However, as someone na meron ng anak, right? Meron ka ng kailangan buhayin. So sabi ko, this is not sustainable for 6 months. Hindi tayo kumikita. So I had to find a way to really look for a means or an income, right? But ang taas po ng ego ko at that time, Mami N, kasi nga nurse nga ako, di ba? Registered nga ako. So sabi ko, hindi ako mag-work sa call center. I think merong mga nakaka-relate dito. Hindi mag-work sa call center, pero Mami N, kinain ko lahat ng sinabi ko at that time kasi I really needed a way for me to raise my kid at that time. Yung una kong partner, Mami N, hindi kami nag-work out. It's because maaga kaming nag-go into that relationship. Pareho pa kaming hindi ready at that time. And eventually, nagkahiwalay kami. Pero from that experience na nag-work na ako sa BPO, right? After working as a nurse for 6 months. That's where I have cultivated my skills in speaking with customers, understanding BPO. However, meron na namang problema, Mami. And na-realize ko, hindi pala ako pang-empleyado. Ayoko pala nung pumapasok ako. Ayoko pala nung may sinusunod akong rules, so to speak. Siguro meron sa inyo nakakaramdam nung gano'n na parang, teka lang, hindi ito yung buhay na sinign up for work ko, ayoko nung meron akong boundaries na 8 to 5 pumasok ka, kailangan sumunod ka sa mga policies, ganyan-ganyan. Na-realize ko, I want to be my own boss pala at that time. So, for anyone kasi na parang iniisip nila na yung corporate job is walang nangyari sa kanila doon, I think if you take a look at it from a lens na ito po yung naging stepping stone ninyo to actually transition into a business, kasi makikita nyo po talaga how that will go for you as far as career. Kasi doon nyo po mararamdaman na, ay, dito pala ako papunta kasi nare-redirect ka, parang gano'n, napupunta ka sa tamang lugar. Kaya wherever you are, trust that you are in the right place right now. So parang yun po yung naging yun po yung naging sa nursing journey ko. Pero at that time talagang ang hirap po mag-apply ng work, ang hirap makakita ng paying job na that would actually sustain you for a living, kasi may nag-offer po sa akin 6,000 a month as a nurse, tapos may binubuhay po tayong anak, kaya talagang hindi mo rin masisisi yung mga nurses na lumalabas ng Pilipinas. Pero naging mission ko na po ngayon na yung mga OFW, sana makauwi na po sila ng Pilipinas with new opportunities.
Yan. Thank you very much, no? Talagang relate ako sa mga sinasabi mo, no? First of all, because of your mom, merong sari-sari store, which means na wala ka talagang kawala sa negosyo dahil nasa DNA mo ang negosyo, no? I want the people who are watching today na meron tayong libro na at saka course na Discover Your Business Calling. So I've been doing this, Miss Marge, no, for many years na, at sa mga ini-interview ko talagang lumalabas at lumalabas kapag nasa dugo yung pagnenegosyo, kahit na anong profession, lalabas at lalabas yung pagiging business owner natin. Like in your case, lumabas nga at ako'y tuwa. Oo, pakipost naman yung ating link sa DYBC, baka merong maging interesado, ha? Anyway, ito, relate din ako sa iyo na hindi pang empleyado. Dahil ako nung nagtuturo ako, Miss Marge, pasaway ako, parati akong pala absent. Ayoko nung, tama yung sinabi mo, from this time to this time, dapat nasa room ako, tapos from this time to that time, nandun ako sa room. Meron akong araw na hindi ko type na magtrabaho, hindi ko type draw. No, meron namang araw na ganadong-ganado ako. Pero I think these are really qualities of an entrepreneur. Kasi malikot daw ang isip ng entrepreneur eh. Just like you, no, meron kang araw talagang napaka-creative mo, ang dami-dami mong business ideas, I'm sure, right?
Totoo po yan, Mami Ed.
Merong araw talagang wala lang. Walang sabaw. So, yeah. But your story is really very inspiring. Now, oo nga, no, nalungkot din ako for your mom, no, na imagine ko yung sa position niya. But then, I'm sure she's very happy about what you have accomplished right now, right? So, eto, bilang isang nurse, dahil talagang nag-serve ka naman as a nurse, anong mga skills na nadala mo from the training? I'm sure sa school pa lang talagang tinetrain na kayo to be very good nurses. So, ano yung nadala mo to be a successful business owner?
Alam mo, Mami, and pagka tinatanong sa akin yan, talagang ang nasa isip ko agad, since business is all about people din talaga, kasi the people, our employees, are really what makes it grow. Na-realize ko rin na sobrang nakatulong pala talaga yung psychology as a part of me learning it as a nurse ako, kasi I was able to understand people very, very well, even if their guards are all up. Diba parang minsan mahirap basahin ng tao eh. Even sa negotiations, sa mga selling, there's always psychology behind how people think. And if you truly understand how that works, Mami, and sobrang dali na lang to really get through people. And to your, parang for a lack of a better word, make them work towards you, not against you. Minsan sa mga dole hearings, sa mga ganyan, minsan it's really about communicating how you can actually put yourself in the position nung empleyado or nung kausap mo para mas maintindihan mo sila. Kasi when they feel seen, when they feel validated, when they feel heard, doon po sila nag-open up sa inyo eh. Kasi minsan tayo, we would like to, ikaw kasi, mahilig tayong manisi. Doon pa lang, galit na sila kasi their walls are up na or they are guarded na that way. So there's a psychology behind all these, and I highly recommend a book called nakalimutan ko po, Mami Ed. Pero yun po yung isa sa mga nabasa ko pong libro to help me with that.
Yan. So that is so encouraging, no? So kahit na ano yung background natin, no? It is really important talagang yung merong psychology units, no? Like me, because I was trained to be a teacher, merong psycho-based general psychology, kung ano-anong psychology, educational psychology. Nakatulong lahat yan sa atin. And also, of course, reading. No, sometimes hindi na nga natin alam kung saan natin nabasa kasi once we really imbibe yung na-learn natin from our books at in-apply natin, it becomes a part of us, right? So I'm sure all of those books that you read went into how you grew telework. Na nag-umpisa ang telework PH, ikaw lang mag-isa, ngayon 1,200 people na in 6 years, no? That's incredible growth.
Praise God.
Nako, amen to that, no? And ano ba, syempre, alam ko yan, kanina nag-uusap tayo, sabi mo merong mga challenges kapag nag-grow tayo ng business. So can you share with us, ano yung mga biggest challenges na pinagdaanan mo during this expansion so that others can also learn from us?
Siyempre po, yung unang-una talaga sa akin is, dahil nurse nga po ako, hindi po ako nag-focus sa math, sa math side of growing the business. So wala po akong basic understanding about accounting, and nalaman ko na lang siya. Parang iniisip, kasi ang sabi po nila na advice is to hire a consultant or hire someone who already knows how to do it. The problem with that, kulang po kasi yun eh. The problem with that is, what if yung na-hire mo nga, alam nga nila yung gagawin, kaya lang gagamitin nila sa kasamaan. So, in other words, what if yung na-hire mong accountant, may minamagic pala yung libro mo, o kaya hindi mo alam, nananakawan ka na pala just because hindi mo alam. And madali po kasing, di ba, sabihin lang na, ito yung report natin for today, ganyan-ganyan. Pag hindi mo naintindihan, mas mahirap for you. So, it's always necessary for any business owner to understand accounting, bookkeeping, the very basic principles behind running a business. At hindi mo kailangang sobrang detalyado to the T that alam na alam mo lahat kahit natutulog ka. At least just having a basic understanding when you read your financial statement. Yan po yung unang-una ko pong challenge talaga. Understanding cash flow. Pangalawa po, people. Talagang there's just, I think, hindi ito mawawala. Ang mga taong pinagkakatiwalaan po natin na eventually will turn out to be hindi naman po pala trustworthy. And I think for anyone, especially nung pong time na yon, ang dali pong i-blame yung sarili natin na, ay, baka hindi ako effective. Minsan po may mga dialogue tayo sa sarili natin na gano'n na parang, hindi ko naman kaya to. Hindi siguro para sa akin to. Pero when you realize na this is outside of your control, and ang control mo lang is how you will react to it, and how you can do it better, you will have a different perspective about it na parang, sige, lokohin nyo ako, pero as long as kaya ko naman at sa sarili ko na, or at least, sa help ni God, na malalagpasan ko rin to and I will be able to find the right people in my business. Alam ko madaling sabihin pero there's reality to attracting the right people in your business. And as a visionary, as a business owner, you have to be able to sell that vision You have to be able to encourage people to believe in you, to trust in you, to have faith in your product, especially kung first-timer, hindi ka pa nila kilala, nasa awareness stage ka pa lang, pinopromote mo pa lang yung business mo, pinopromote mo pa lang yung produkto mo. Importante that you believe in your product yourself and that you will persevere no matter what. Kasi doon nila nasusubaybayan yung journey mo Actually, Mami N, mas marami akong nako-close na clients kasi nakikinig sila sa mga podcast na katulad nito. And then they learn about my values. Mas attract po sila sa values talaga And I think yun po talaga yung power natin as business owners. Minsan kasi nahihiya tayo lumabas online, nahihiya tayo mag-post online, pero how will they know? How will they know what kind of business owner you are? So kung hindi ka lalabas, right? So marami po talagang, I think it's really about being authentic po talaga in the first place.
Okay, I'm learning a lot and I'm taking a lot of notes, no? So, ang nakita ko sa iyo is being visionary, values, authenticity. Importante yan, no? Sabi. At saka, sabi mo yung naging dalawang challenge mo ay finance tsaka tao. Pero ang nakita ko rin, narinig ko rin sa iyo is ang galing mo sa marketing at saka sa sales. So, yon. totoo yan. I totally agree with you sa mga nanonood sa atin. Ang number one talagang challenge ng mga businesses na kinakausap ko, na mini-mentor ko, ang number one ay hindi pera. Actually, ang number one na problema nila is tao. Kahit na problema sa pera, tao rin kung titingnan mo. Kasi nga, tulad ng sinabi mo, nagtiwala ka sa tao, ninakawan ka, so tao pa rin ang pinaka-importante. And one of the things that, I don't know if this will help others, no, pero one of the things that I would tell people is never trust people. Sinasabi ko sa business owners yan. No matter how honest people are, never trust people. Kasi people are people. They will be tempted. Trust that they will be tempted. Kaya wag mo silang bibigyan ng opportunity na matempt sila, no? And this lesson I have learned took me ang daming balde ng luha, ang dami kong taong na-trust, ang daming nagnakaw, ang daming nag-swindle at iba pa. Pinagdaanan yan, and ang conclusion ko lang, no matter how good the person is, trust that that person will be tempted. Kaya wag mo siyang bigyan ng opportunity na matempt. Yan, sana nakatulong, no? So anyway, the next question is tungkol naman sa ating mga babae, no? Kasi mom tayo. After all, we can be successful business women, but first and foremost, we are moms. And as mom of 3, paano mong binabalanse yung pagtatakbo ng large company and taking care of your family? Kasi ako, at 70, kung tinatanong nila ako what is my biggest regret? My biggest regret is I was not there all the time to see my kids grow up. Dahil I was busy fighting fires sa negosyo ko. So, ikaw naman, Miss Marge, paano yun? Ano yung mga hacks mo dito?
Actually, Mami, and pagka iniisip ko nga, the reason ako nagnegosyo is because I want to spend more time with my kids. So, apart from financial independence, syempre, lifestyle independence para meron tayong time for the kids. Pero totoo yun, counterintuitive pag inisip mo na akala natin. Sa umpisa kasi talagang we will dedicate our lives for the business para silang mga babies din talaga natin na pinapalaki natin unti-unti. So, isa po talaga sa pinaka na-realize ko after separating with my partner at that time, sa first kid ko po. Luckily, hindi kami kasal. So, ngayon, meron na po akong talagang sobrang perfect na partner po. Talagang sobrang laki ng role ng isang husband sa business po. Yung partnership nyo as a team and yung understanding niya, yung support when it comes to running the business. Kasi, di ba, parang we were trained by society as women to be in the households, to stay at home, di ba, and take care of the kids. However, bringing up ko kasi sa kanya to when we were dating, na talagang sabi ko, hindi ako pangbahay. Hindi ako nagluluto, ganyan. But, what I do know is I do know how to run a business. And if you can give me that opportunity, by all means, I will deliver talaga. And he gave me that freedom. I think there is so much power kasi masyadong na-underestimate yung tamang tao sa buhay natin, yung tamang partners sa buhay natin. Akala natin, kasi minsan iba, driver daw, or taga-picture daw. Hindi, talagang when I was struggling, when I was diagnosed with depression, talagang he was there beside me. Yung as simple as, reminding you to take your meds, as simple as looking after the kids when you needed rest. Sobrang laking bagay for you to move forward with what you're doing. So that's number 1. Number 2, talagang totoo yung go out of that environment that causes you pain. So if you've had experiences in the past na talaga namang traumatic for you, maybe family members or something or workplace that really caused so much trauma in your life, kung hindi ka aalis doon, it will forever be embedded in you. Kaya you really needed to change things in what you're doing right now or your environment, and make sure na yung mga nasa paligid mo are people who will really support you, mga friends mo na they would really understand what you are into. Kasi kapag mga friends mo yan na nagyaya pa rin uminom, nagpa-party, sabi nga nila, di ba, tell me who your friends are and I will tell you who you are. That's so true. That's actually very true. So you need to be aware, audit the people that you are with. Be very logical. Yun talaga kasi if nadadala ka sa emotions, nadadala ka sa hype lang, or baka may masaktan ka, if you so much value yung mas nararamdaman nila kaysa sa nararamdaman mo or yung future mo, that's going to be very, very difficult for you. ano pa ba, yung mga tips or mga hacks ko sa family balancing. As also as a mom, talaga namang it's very helpful na meron tayong makapagkakatiwala ang kasama sa bahay. And also when dealing with, kasi marami akong mga friends na hindi tumatagal yung kasambahay nila. That's definitely valid. Pero alam mo, it's also how you deal with them. Talaga namang yung trust, yung patience sa kanila to make them successful in their roles, na hindi mo sila titignan as kasambahay lang. They actually matter in your life. They actually make a difference to your family. When you treat them very, very well, they're gonna stay with you eh. And sobrang laking bagay nun, kasi I can go abroad and I can entrust my kids with them. Talagang sobrang ginhawa for you to be surrounded with these people who will support you. Parang sila yung support network mo talaga to keep you moving forward with your ambitions, with your business, with your dreams.
Wow, ang dami nun ha. Isa-summarize ko, nakalista ako ng 5 lesson pero bago ko i-summarize. Okay, so, eto yung na-pick up ko sa iyo. First of all, hindi ako pangbahay. Ako rin hindi pangbahay. Pareho tayo. There's 2 of us na. So anyway, tatanggapin natin yung ating limitation. Yan ang aking lesson. No? Kung ano yung strength natin, yun ang gamitin natin para we can accomplish more, di ba? Tapos second is, the environment is very important. Yung kung sino yung mga friends mo, kung sino yung nasa kapaligiran mo, kahit yung makasama mo sa bahay, napaka-importante niyan. Kaya take a good look. Even physical environment, kung ano yung naka-display dyan sa tabi-tabi natin. Kasi nakaka-affect yan sa ating work. So I totally agree with you dyan, Miss Marge. No? Tapos learn to say no sa mga hindi nakakatulong sa buhay-buhay mo. Now, ako rin na nagkaroon ka ng partner, pero dahil hindi talaga siya para sa iyo, so learn to walk away. Masakit man, but sometimes when you walk away, you have a better partner looking or waiting just on the sides for you. No? Darating para sa iyo. And lastly is, yan, lahat ng mga nagwo-work sa atin, I believe in that as well. No? Hindi lang kasambahay, especially kasambahay, but people who work for me, I would be open to let them go. Alam kong darating ang araw, we will have to part ways. But in the process, habang magkasama tayo, dapat sinusupport ko sila at nakakapag-add value ako sa kanila para yung value nila as a person and as sa kanilang career ay nag-improve habang nandun siya sa akin, di ba?
Yes.
Katuwa ng puso when you see that people have grown because of you, and sometimes they remember you and they say hello, sometimes hindi. Okay lang. Somebody is keeping score naman sa taas. Hindi na kailangan silang magpasalamat. Yan. Okay. So, ang dami-dami nating natututunan, ano? So, okay. So, eto. BPO. Sabi mo nga na hindi ka pang BPO pero nag-BPO ka rin. At identify mo na may opportunity pala. So, papaano mo na-identify? Kasi yung iba nagtatrabaho sa BPO as worker lang. Aalis sila, worker din. Hindi nila makikita yung opportunity. But in your case, you saw the opportunity. So, how did you identify that opportunity? And bakit telework ang binuksan mo at bakit sa Bulacan? Yan.
Actually, Mami, and hindi ko rin po alam na opportunity na pala siya at that time. Parang clueless and unknowingly, whatever I was doing at that time, it's leading towards something that gave me more clarity. So, ang natutunan ko po talaga doon is that if you keep taking action towards something, doon po nagkakaroon ng development, doon nagkakaroon ng clarity. And at that time, sabi ko, yes, maraming nanay na gustong pumunta ng Manila para mag-work sa BPO. However, lumalayo sila sa mga kids nila. Kasi ako mismo, ganun po yung na-experience ko. 2 hours back and forth, Metro Manila. Kailangan ko magbiyahe. By the time I reach Bulacan, hindi na po ako makilala ng anak ko. Hindi ko po na-witness yung milestones niya growing up as a kid. At that time po, inaalagaan po siya ng mother-in-law ko po eh. And as a nurse po, marami po akong gusto sana na i-apply. Diba? Parang natutunan natin to na ganito mag-alaga ng bata, ganyan. However, conflict din po sa paniniwala nila. Kaya sabi ko, bakit ganun? Parang wala akong karapatang maging nanay kasi kailangan ko magtrabaho. Yung ganong pong feeling, parang kailangan mong mamili between trabaho and pagiging nanay. And I don't want to wish the same for any moms out there. So sabi ko, there must be a way para yung mga nanay or kahit sino, mga tatay din, na makapagtrabaho near their families. Kaya po, nung nagkaroon po ako ng opportunity na meron po akong nakausap na client, by the way, after ko po mag-BPO, nag-work from home po ako. Kasi sabi ko nga po, ayoko na po nung 8 to 5. Gusto ko may flexibility ako sa time. So at that time, may Upwork. Hindi pa po Upwork parang Odesk pa at that time. So freelancing platform po siya. Ibig sabihin, I get to control my time. And so nung nag-try po akong mag-freelance, doon ko po nakita na, uy, meron palang ganitong opportunity na I can work with my family. So why not start something like this? And true enough, I think siguro narinig ni Lord yung hiling ko. Meron po akong client na kinausap po ako and he said, why not build a team in the Philippines? So sabi ko, hindi, I don't know how to do it, but I know something which I think can help, which is psychology nga. And so I can interview people, ganyan. But sabi ko na lang, sige, I'll take the leap of faith. Kahit hindi alam ni client na hindi ko alam. Parang sabi nga nila, fake it till you make it kind of situation Pero I think mas maganda dun is face it till you make it. Ayan, parang sige, hindi ko alam kung paano gagawin, pero gagawin ko na lang. So, awa naman ng Diyos, Mami, and from there, nakapag-start po kami ng maliit na work from home team. Actually, wala pa kaming office nung time na yun work from home pa lang lahat. Until such time naman na yung client na yun, lumaki po siya from 3 people, naging 7, naging 21. Nung 21 na po kami, sabi po nung client, I can hear background noises, my children crying in the background, my rooster. Sabi nila, hindi yan conducive for our customers to hear. It's either you start an office or you all lose your jobs. Kaya no choice po ako, Mami, and kundi talagang tumalon na naman. Alam mo yun, parang walang katapusan na talon ng fate. Leap of faith ang business. Talagang sumugal na naman po ako na magtayo ng office space na alam ko namang it's going to cost a lot. Pero I think, sabi nga ni Lord, pinrepair na kita nung time na yon. Kaya He knew I was ready for that. Kahit hindi ko alam yung gagawin ko, I took the risk of faith and I took the leap of faith. Kaya nandito na po kami ngayon, 1,200 employees po.
So yeah, no? So ang aking takeaway is, first of all, take action. Tama ka, Miss Marge, no? There was a time in my life I kept on studying, enroll ng enroll, pero hindi ako nagte-take action. Kaya walang nangyari, nasayang lang yung oras ko. So take action. And then next is work near families. No, kapag ang family pala ang focus, makakapag-isip ka ng kung anong mga bagay na dapat mong gawin, and from there, opportunities open. Kaya I love the face it till you make it. Yeah. Will adapt. Okay. So ngayon, syempre negosyo, no? Merong time na talagang give up na tayo, di ba? Nangyari ba sa iyo yun? And can you talk to us or share with us yung mga opportunities na nangyari na ganun? Time na parang, ay, ayoko na.
Actually, maraming beses po, Mami, and as simple as pagod ka na, kailangan mo pang gawin to, or kasi nung nag-uumpisa po kami, talagang kami ni husband yung pupunta sa bangko para magpasweldo, kami po yung maglilinis ng opisina, kami po yung IT, yung asawa ko po yung nagkikrimp ng mga tools doon. Kapag may problema yung mga tao, lalapit sa amin, and minsan yung problema nila talaga namang financial, at wala kang maipaungutang, pero kailangan mong gawa ng paraan kasi at the end of the day, gusto mo pa rin pumasok yung mga tao mo, meron pang mga issues sila sa mga pamilya nila na nasi-share sa'yo. So, in other words, talaga naman pong draining at that time. Pero, I think po sa lahat ng mga experiences na to, yung totoo po yung yung sa Bible, yung parang pinatulog lang, si David ba yun? Parang pinatulog muna siya ni Lord para makapahinga, and then start na naman siya ng new day. I think lahat po nung pandemic po especially, nung pandemic po na halos mabankrupt po kasi kami noon, and nasa movie din po ito. Nung halos mabankrupt po kami, at that time, marami po kaming utang, and yung mga employees, sabi ko, it's okay to jump the ship. Kumbaga, unahin niyo yung sarili niyo. Kung kailangan niyo umalis na kayo. Kailangan niyo makahanap ng ibang means of livelihood. And ready na po po akong gumive up noon. Ready na po akong makulong kasi nga may malaki kaming utang. And napakabuti po talaga ni Lord kasi minsan talagang life humbles you in many unexpected ways na para bang akala mo katapusan na. Pero na-realize ko na habang humihinga ka pa pala, habang sumisikat pa yung araw, may buhay pa, may pag-asa pa talaga. Totoo pala yun. Akala ko, ano lang nila parang sinasabi lang nila kasi minsan ako po kasi mami and sobrang controlling ako kapag hindi po nasunod yung plano, naiinis na po ako, ganyan. Pero na-realize ko po nung time na yun na hindi ko pala talaga hawak. Si Lord pala talagang may hawak ng lahat ng gusto mong mangyari sa buhay, sa business mo, ganyan. At kailangan pinagdadasal mo talaga yung mga plano kasi marami tayong mga tinatawag na strategic planning, objectives. Madali pong sabihin yung mga katulad na yan sa negosyo, madali po silang gawin. Pero kung hindi po yan ang plano ni Lord, hindi po yan ang mangyayari. And I think yung obedience po talaga na nasa tama yung gagawin nyo, yung mga customers nyo, pinapahalagahan nyo, mga empleyado nyo, hindi nyo niloloko. As long as you're doing all those things and that you're aligned with your purpose, I think there's no reason for you to fail. Kasi talagang the Lord God will be gracious enough to provide for you. And so nung nangyari po yung pandemic, akala ko po wala na po kami empleyado. Nung bumalik po yung client namin na yun, lahat po ng empleyado na yun, mami, and bumalik po 400 employees. At ang ano pa po nun, yung nakaka-goosebump pa po nung time na yun, magbabayad na po ako ng separation pay worth 3 million. Sabi ko, saan ko kukunin yung 3 million na yan? Wala akong pambayad. Pero few days before the due date of the separation pay, mami, and bumalik po yung client. Talagang, kaya sabi ko, if there's no miracle, anong tawag dito? Miracle to. Wala akong control sa mga bagay na nangyari. Pero ito po yung nangyari nung pandemic. Kaya talaga namang keep the faith. Talagang susubukin po tayong mga entrepreneurs Hindi po para sa lahat yung mga ginagawa nating kabaliwan.
Yeah, I agree with you talaga, Miss Marge, no? So, grabe. Kung titingnan mo, babalikan ko yung mga milagrong nangyari sa buhay ko. Yung mga talaga, right at the last moment.
Yan.
Talaga, biglang darating. Pero marami din akong times na sinasabi ko kay Lord during that time, Lord, wag mo akong ibabankrupt. Gagawin ko siya. Sabi ko, okay lang ako, galing ako sa hirap, magugutom ako, kaya kong kumayod, pero pwede akong bumalik sa pagtuturo. Pero tingnan mo naman itong mga empleyado, 100 families, pababayaan mo ba sila? So, kaya tutulungan mo talaga ako. Yun yung dasal ko. Kasi ako talaga, parang dahil dumaan na ako sa hirap, parang how badly can it be, di ba?
Yes.
Pero yung mga tao natin, biglang mawawalan ng trabaho, anong gagawin natin? Anong gagawin nila? Saan sila kakapit?
Totoo po yan. Yan po yung mas masakit pa sa heartbreak. Talagang pag nakikita mo sila na nagpapaalam sa'yo o kaya naman meron po talagang nagsabi sa akin na wag po kayong mag-give up. Talagang, ay Diyos ko po, ang luha ko.
Grabe. So, I'd like to talk about AI dahil yan naman talagang usap-usapan ngayon. Merong tinatawag na Salig AI, which you started, and you're helping Filipino freelancers find better opportunities online. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes. Ang Salig AI po kasi is a platform to help you with client acquisition. So, from marketing to sales, connected na po lahat siya, no? So, meron tayong workflow na tinatawag. Dati po kasi, when I started freelancing, lahat po yan manual, isa-isa po. So, I send out an email or I reach out via LinkedIn sa potential client pa lang, di ko pa siya na-close yung deal. And then, magsiset po kami ng calendar appointment and then magsisend po ako ng link sa kanya to hop into a Zoom call or a Google Meet. Ngayon po lahat yan automated na with Salig AI. So as a freelancer, right, or a business owner, when you're looking for customers online, it's very easy for you now to use ads, and then from ads, mapupunta na po siya sa forms, mapupunta na po siya sa database ninyo, and then you can reach out to them via email, via text, SMS, pwede po yan. You can also retarget them for Facebook ads din. So automated na siya, and the best part of all, makakakollect ka na rin ng payments. Kasi ang mga katulad natin or katulad ko na freelancer dati, di ba katulad natin, pag hindi pa tayo registered, mahirapan tayo makakollect ng payments, especially kapag recurring payments siya. Ngayon, it allows you to do that. And of course, we encourage naman din ng mga freelancers na makapag-register ng business. So, Mami N, na-develop siya out of the idea, out of the frustration namin na makagawa ng sistema for freelancers and other business owners to generate sales and marketing online. Kasi yan po yung biggest challenge nila. Marunong sila gawin yung skill or mag-deliver, for example, AI service. Pero pag market ng service nila or naghahanap ng customers, doon po sila nahihirapan. Kaya we have developed yung Salig AI out of that frustration.
How does it work? I'm just interested. Halimbawa, ako ay video editor.
Mm-hmm.
So, yan ang aking skill. So, nag-join ako sa Salig AI.
Mm-hmm. Opo. So,
post ko yung aking
Yes. So when you register for Salig AI, you're gonna be led to this technology platform. And this platform allows you to collect information about your leads. So meron na siyang lead generation. So pwede natin makuha yung similar audiences. For example, meron kang customer na ganito yung persona niya. Pwede natin makopy yan. And you can generate leads from there. And then it also houses all the leads. Kasi di ba, Mami N, as business owners, ang hirap naman magkaroon ng information ng lahat ng parang pasyente nakapapel. So ngayon, nandun na lahat ng information sa ating database, sa ating platform. So para rin siyang project management, pero it actually focuses on client acquisition, which is good thing. Hindi po kasi lahat skilled sa paghahanap ng customer. So also, there's payment platform na rin dyan.
Okay, just to clarify it in my ancient brain. So, ay video editor. Nahirapan akong maghanap ng trabaho sa labas. So pag nag-sign up ako sa Salig AI, si Salig AI na ang magbibigay sa akin ng listahan ng mga taong naghahanap ng video editor. Tama? Tapos, ang next na gagawin ko ay susulat ako or si Salig AI na rin ang kikilos para makipag-usap ako sa kanila.
That's correct. That's correct po. Kasi pwede na magkaroon ng automation within. So, parang semi-autopilot na po siya. Na lang po natin, i-design na lang po natin siya to keep attracting customers as a video editor.
So, yun na. So, database ang makukuha ko, in other words.
That's right. Mga leads po.
Database ng leads. So, nagtanong si Grace dito, is Salig AI a white label of GHL?
Yes. Oh, hi. Yes, it is.
I did not know that. No? Kasi ang alam ko, ang GHL is something else Pero pwede din pala yan magamit.
Pwede po siyang i-white label, yes. Ang differentiator po ni Salig AI is that it comes with Salig Pay. Ito po yung ating very custom na nakukuha sa marketplace na payment collections. Parang Stripe. Yan.
Okay. Great, no? Grabe ang naitutulong ng technology ngayon para makatulong
sobra po.
Sa Filipino workers. So, wala na akong time na magtanong at ano pa ba yung mga tanong dito. Sabi ni Mila Ladera Sindol, Ma'am, lahat ng dinadaanan nyo, dinadaanan din namin. Ganun talaga. Dasal-dasal lang tayo. Looks like walang masyadong mga questions, no? So, which is also good. It means na very clear ang mga na-share. Okay? So, ito na lang siguro. If questions will come in, how do they get in touch with you?
I'm mostly active sa Facebook po. Facebook.com/marge.aviso and also on LinkedIn if you search up Marjorie Aviso. So, send us a message. Although may virtual assistant ako handling that, for sure naman nire-relay niya sa akin yung information. So, I'll definitely reach back.
Okay, great. Tapos dito, any final words of wisdom para sa ating mga viewers?
Wow, if you are on the fence right now na nag-iisip ka if business or entrepreneurship is for you, it's okay to be fearful, that's normal. Pero think about what if 5 years from now nagstay pa rin ako where I am right now. Kasi marami po tayong opportunities na hindi natin nakikita ahead and it will only show up kapag nag-take na tayo ng one step, just tiny step to keep you moving forward. And what does this mean? Yung tiny step na yon, it could mean, ako kasi sobrang laking malaking bagay na binasa ko po yung Grow Your Business Pinoy. And I actually, kahit sobrang busy po talaga ni Mami and talagang kinuha ko yung time niya to consult. Kasi sa kanya ko po nalaman na I'm spending so much pala across different areas na hindi na pala ako nakakapag-focus into one thing which is I'm very good at. At ito pala yung malaking porsyento ng negosyo ko na nagbe-bring ng income. Sabi niya, i-drop mo na lahat ng ginagawa mo. Kasi minsan akala natin shiny objects, di ba? Marami tayo, ay, maganda to, maganda yan, maganda to. Lahat yan, tatry natin. Pero nakalimutan na natin na if we focus on one thing that we really do best, ito po talaga yung magbe-bring sa atin ng income. And then mas madali na lang pong mag-expand from there. Kesa po yung marami po tayong tinatry tapos 1 month lang. Di natin malalaman kung ano talaga yung magaling tayo. Kaya yun po, unang-una seek a mentor talaga. Read a book that will help you. Yun po yung mga tiny first steps na kaya nyo pong gawin ngayon. Kahit after this Zoom call para po makapag-move forward kayo. And then madali na lang po yung ibang next steps kapag nag-guide po kayo ng mentor. And of course, tayong mga business owners, matigas ang ulo natin. Minsan sasabihin sa atin, ito ang gawin mo pero hindi mo gagawin.
Oo.
I think kaya po nandito kami nila Mami and napagdaanan na po namin. It's okay kung gusto nyo pong gumawa ng ibang direction pero at the end of the day, it's already something na nangyari na I think we no longer have to reinvent the wheel. Parang ganon. So, yun po ang aking advice.
Yan, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Marge, no? Kapag pinagdaanan na namin, wag nyo nang pagdaanan. Makinig na lang kayo sa amin. Kaso kung minsan, tulad nito, dahil libre, hindi sila makikinig kasi hindi sila nagbayad. So, okay lang yan. Papasok at lalabas. Tapos, mamaya babalik, Mami, ano na nga yun? So, hindi ka nakikinig eh. Yun. So, kaya kahit na libre namin itong binibigay, but it is from our heart. At pinagdaanan namin yan. Hindi lang namin yan nabasa kung saan or narinig kung saan, talagang iniyakan namin yan. Sana wag nyo nang iyakan. Pero Miss Marge, is there anything you'd like to promote?
Teleworkph.com. If you are also looking for jobs, we are hiring po. Please go over our Facebook, Teleworkph Careers, if you're looking for a digital jobs. We have work from home jobs and we also have office jobs. And then as well, we are also encouraging everyone, if you're a freelancer looking for a system that will enable you to do client acquisition and as well as payments, payment platforms or receive payments from your foreign clients, I highly recommend that you check out Salig AI, www.salig.ai. Ayan.
Yan, ang galing, no? May nagtatanong pa kasi humabol. My husband and I do not have background in basic accounting, which is why we hire an external accountant. How did you learn accounting? Are there any resources or methods you would recommend for us to learn on our own? Ako sasagutin ko muna ito, si Ace. Message mo ako because I know somebody who can teach you, but that is me. Pero si Miss Marge, meron din siyang kanyang, kung sino yung kanyang naging mentor. Maybe Miss Marge, you would like to answer this?
Actually, nag-search lang po ako online ng marami pong ganun mga basic accounting seminars. Nagsimula po siya sa seminar. Tapos yung nagturo po sa amin na CPA lawyer kasi siya, yung nagturo po sa amin, naging consultant din po namin. So, as much as I'd like to recommend a resource, kasi po, not sure kung pwede yan. Pero Learn po yung pinagkuhanan ko. It's really how you discern kung talagang, medyo may po ako kasi sa mga online courses, Mami, marami pong nagpe-pretend na kaya ang advice ko sa iyo is whatever you think na will help you, just make sure na talagang na-research mo siya, na background check mo yung mentor, and then kung ano yung mga previous niyang gawa to ensure na talagang you're gonna get what you paid for, so to speak.
Ang daming binabayaran na malaki tapos at the end walang masyadong napapala, no? Ako naman, ito naman ang i-share ko, Miss Marge. Meron akong nakausap. Sabi niya, hindi para sa ating mga business owners yang accounting for non-accountants. Yung mga nakikita nating course na accounting for non-accountants, tinuturo ng accountants, hindi para sa atin yan. Kasi iba yung kailangan nating mga business owners. It should be accounting for business owners.
For business.
Accounting and finance for business owners. Paano mo hahawakan yung pera mo? Hindi yung debit, credit. Kasi yun ang itinuturo nila usually. Hindi naman tayo magde-debit, credit. Ang kailangan natin is the reports. Parang yung mga medtech, hindi ba? Ang babasahin lang naman ng doktor yung report ng medtech. Hindi naman sila yung magagawa ng mga kung ano-anong reagents para makita nila yung resulta. Resulta ang kailangan natin. No? So kaya if you need, for anybody who's interested, you message me and we will talk. I will recommend you to somebody who can help you. Para mas maiksi yung process. Kasi bakit mo pa dadaanan yung accounting for accountants kung ang kailangan mo lang is a concrete understanding of what is a cash flow, paano mong babantayan yung cash, paano titingnan yung mga nangyayari, income statement and balance sheet, at kung papaano ka maluloko ng iyong accountant at saan niya pwedeng, anong mga controls na pwede mong ilagay para hindi ka manakawan. So those are the important lessons for this other course that ngayon ko lang natutunan na ito pala ang dapat. Yan. So anyway, ang gandang takeaways, ang dami-daming mga takeaways natin. Okay, so if you found this session valuable, join us again next Tuesday, ha? At in the meantime, remember to sign up din sa aming free newsletter at starter kit sa mommynegosyo.com at sa mga links ni Miss Marge, no? Yung mga nabanggit niya tungkol sa teleworkph.com if you're looking for a job, or salig.ai if you are a freelancer or a business owner who would want to receive payments from abroad. Yun. So, yan, ang ganda. I learned to take action daw and have faith. Yan.
Yes.
Can you make it? Yay! Okay, so next Tuesday, I'm super excited to announce that it is going to be July 1 na and we have a new episode of Meet My Mentor series. And alam nyo ba, we will have ang aking smart friend and mentor, si Coach Josel Tech, na personal brand builder founder, which is the owner of The Rolling Media. So, kung ang problema natin ay kung paano tayong makikilala online, yan, no? Ano yung brand natin na dapat na makilala ng mga iba? Anong dapat nating gawin sa ating brand para mas makilala tayo online? Make sure to join us next Tuesday. She will be talking about how to transform your business from invisible to in demand so that you will be getting seen, you will be trusted, and you will be chosen. Siya po ang tumutulong sa akin sa aking branding ngayon. Kaya if you see, ang ganda ng aking set, merong Mommy N dyan. Pati yung mga logo designs, the colors, siya yung tumulong. So, register early sa Zoom. It's in the chat box and comment session. Sana nandyan, nakita nyo, no? So, thank you. Thank you very much. Nakikita mo ba, Miss March, yung mga nila takeaway? So,
yes, oo.
So, thank you everyone. Until then, keep shining and keep being business-minded, Pinoy.
Thank you.
Yan. Thank you, Miss Marge.